description.
Alright, hey, this is Hans the Ramen Raider coming at you with another episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time. This is the show where I show you what to do with your instant noodles. And today we start a Meet the Manufacturer series. That's where I do an interview with a company, do an unboxing. These will all show up on www.theramenraider.com. And then I do a series of reviews one day, one after the other. And the company is called Moon Food. I saw something that called it Double Moon. So anyways, if you want to check out that stuff, that'll be coming up next month, probably on theramenraider.com. These episodes of the show come out beforehand, so you'll get to see my full reviews and all that stuff about a month after they come out on the show. Alright, so this is Moon Foods. Baby, can you love? And it's spicy sesame. These guys have I don't know if it's a Michelin star. It's called Michelin Bib Gourmand. I really am not hip on the whole Michelin thing, but if they're giving you anything, that's that I think is probably a big deal. And I've been called the Michelin of instant noodles, so this is not a sachet to put in. That is a desiccant. Here's the noodle. This is a Taiwanese dry noodle, as you can see. And we are going to boil this. It says 6 to 8 minutes. I'm doing 7 minutes. And I am excited because I really like Taiwanese everything. I got to go to Taiwan in 2016 and then again in 2017. It's great. I can't recommend Taiwan higher, and I would love to live there. I think that'd be so neat because, first off, airfare from Taiwan to all over the place. It's like the hub. So you go from Taiwan to, what do you call it? You go to Taiwan to Hong Kong. You go from Taiwan to Macau, and it's really not far to Indonesia or Australia. I mean, it's just like quick flights. If you really want to go to China, it's not too hard. I wouldn't mind. I really want to go to China, honestly. It sounds really cool, despite the what they say. But yeah, I like Taiwan. I remember on my trip I got to visit Tainan, which is, I'm guessing that's where the noodle for this is from. They're air dried. I think it said it was sun dried. I can't remember, but this style noodle I've seen in production, industrial production. They just have these huge fans and rooms that are really hot, and they make the noodle. It's made with, steam. These noodles also have very few ingredients, and they are basic traditional noodles. And yeah. In fact, I went to a factory and tried to fold the noodles before they got put out in the sun, and I failed miserably at that. So I'll leave it to the experts. Those guys were like, chip chip boom, chip chip boom, chip chip boom. Whereas I was like, I think I put knots in the noodles. I don't remember, but yeah. Yeah, dry noodle. Yeah. So what you do is you cook it, you drain it, you add the sauce, you stir it up, and you're done. The longer you cook it, the softer they get. The shorter you cook it, the more al dente they are. Pretty basic. But it's all about the sauces and the noodles. And dry noodle is really good stuff, I gotta say. I've tried Gosh, at one point I was getting a box of Taiwanese dry noodles like at least once a month from a different manufacturer. And I don't know. This is the first one I've gotten in a while. And, yeah, I want more. Keep them coming. I've had one company that has a stateside operation that has sent Taiwanese varieties. They're made in Taiwan for the U.S. market, you know. But yeah, there's a couple Taiwanese varieties on my annual top 10 global list, which for you will be coming out in what, a couple months? It's always the Monday closest to April 20th. That's when my top 10 comes out. What's funny too, as of being done today, I will be 200 reviews ahead. And that being said, my plan at least, I don't know how well I'm going to do at sticking to it, but in September, I am not going to do any reviews. I am going to, well, maybe I'll do Tuesday, because this is the 29th of August. Monday's Labor Day, so, but Tuesday, my goal, what I wanted to do is get to review 5,500 before I knocked off for a month. And that'll give me time to like source a bunch of stuff. We'll see how it goes. I think it's going to be interesting seeing what happens with prices on things because of tariffs. I'm really not happy with the tariffs. I'm very embarrassed by the tariffs. All these countries are paying us so much money. They're raising their prices and we're paying it. So, the logic is just flawed, ladies and gentlemen. Not a shock from where it's coming from. But anyways, I digress. Spicy sesame. So sesame paste kind of imparts a very nutty flavor. It reminds me a lot of peanut butter, but it's a little different. And this will be spices, and I'm guessing this sachet has the spicy and soy sauce element, whereas this one has that's sesame paste. This could be sesame paste with spiciness in it. It says, it just says sesame paste on the sachet, so my guess is that the other sachet is oily and spicy and soy. We'll find out. What I like is I'm feeling around in this. It's not cakey. A lot of the time when I've had Taiwanese dry noodle and I get a sesame paste sachet, there'll be like one end and it will be hard as a rock. And you really have to like do a lot of kneading to get it get loose and warm enough to be fluid. That's a pain. Big pain. So I'm really excited today too because they sent me a rad bowl to use for this. I'll have to I'm doing this one and another one of these guys next before I knock off for the weekend, and so I'll have to wash the bowl in between. Remember, note to self: wash the bowl, wash it. Yeah. So we are almost done. We're coming in for a landing, folks, at Taiwan Airport. Yeah, all right. Okay. And since I'm going to use that pot again, I'm going to do this. All right, let's do this without going crazy. So, someday I'll have a larger kitchen, and when that day occurs, I'm not going to warn you about it. It's just all of a sudden going to happen. And you'll be like, whoa, Ramen Raider, what happened there? And I'll be like, well, dude, that's what happened. Okay, come in. So here is our noodle. So there's our sesame paste. Rad. That smells good. And our liquid. I'm guessing that's going to be a soy. Our savory aspect. I wonder how many varieties of Taiwanese noodle, dry noodle I've had. I know it's been quite a few. I couldn't tell you offhand, but at least, what, 50, 75, 100? All right. Now it's time to sit down and give this a taste. I have to hurry up for the next one. Hold on a second. I gotta get water boiling for the next one I do. Takes a while to get a pot this big to boil. Here we go. All right, we continue. Now, right now, it is time to sample the fine stuff that these folks have sent me and see what all the fuss is about. So Taiwanese dry noodles, there's multiple styles. There's the broad ones, I really like those, and then there's these. These look nice. Let's give them a try. Some Szechuan peppercorn heat. Really nice sesame paste flavor. Nice and oily too. The noodle isn't, it's a dry noodle, but that's just because it doesn't have soup. But it's oily. Bravo. Beautiful. Beautiful. Loving it. So they sent me this fancy bowl. Their logo is that way towards you, so you won't see it. Usually when I'm doing this, you're seeing the opposite, but see, the logo's up here. You can see it. How weird. I don't know how that worked. There is our noodle. They mentioned that softies, soft-boiled eggs, go well with this. So I got two things to go with here. First off, we'll go with a little fried pork. What do you mean fried, Ramen Raider? How is it fried? Well, okay, it's not fried. It's sizzly, but it's not technically fried. And we got an egg for you. I made this egg this morning. If you were interested in the history of said egg. You guys hang out nicely. Yes, you can love. This can be tricky. This is like bugging me. Okay, I really can't get you guys to behave, so I'm gonna go that route. And spicy sesame, they mentioned scallion, and that's what, there it is. As far as like, you know, I'm gonna add some chili thread, and I know that some people might think, hey, you're just trying to showboat here, but I think it really looks nice. You've got all these other colors. Why don't we add a little pizzazz? There you go. Not a ton. It does a lot better in soup. I will say that about chili thread. Doesn't really seem to go well with anything but soup. But yeah. Rotato time, do your thing. Excellent. Easy 5-star stuff. I like those. Next up, something equally as fancy. I'm guessing this is a black truffle variety. I'm still trying to get the translation correct on this from them. I think this is going to be a black truffle oil. That's generally what I see when I see black truffle mentioned in things. So, yeah, very cool. All right, well, that's it for this episode. And this has been Hans the Ramen Raider, wishing you enjoyment of your noodles each and every day. Please like and subscribe, and check out moonmoonfood.com. All right, have a good one. Bye-bye.